again.
Hello again.
Hello again. This is episode 3, hopefully.
If we do it in chronological order.
Yeah, it's the third one we've done. Today we have the psychic connection. Are you happy about that?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Can you talk with the animals? Anyone who has ever been close to a pet knows that you can.
The psychic connection, exploring the spiritual link between people and animals.
Hey.
And there's horses on the back, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be about cute, cuddly cats.
Oh.
America's foremost experts in animal communication, which don't actually exist. Penelope Smith, Beatrice Lydecker, Anita Curtis, Carol Gurney, there's a long list of people here. Investigate the remarkable phenomena of human-animal telepathy in this revolutionary and controversial new video. What would the controversy even be? That they're all frauds?
Yeah, I guess people are paying money for a video that's based around nothing.
Who paid money for this video besides us?
Well, whoever took it to the thrift store.
Through real-life case studies, you will meet a horse who has written several books.
That sounds good.
We might have to buy that off Amazon
I'm
later.
buy the books.
A dog who speaks to his master. A cat who tells the doctor what hurts him. A 700-pound pig who misses her owner.
Ah.
Plus, you'll get to see, spelled S-E-A. It's clever little wordplay.
Joke. You have to tell us the rest of the sentence before we know it's wordplay.
With dolphins. Sorry. Speak with dolphins, yes. Both the skeptic and animal lover.
What? I thought you said sea.
Plus, you'll get to see. You'll get.
Go to the sea. You ruined it. It's
No,
not a play on words at all.
No, it is. You'll go to sea. Oh, it wasn't a play on words.
No, it wasn't. You'll go to the sea.
Damn it. Alright. This reading is not my forte, despite my major.
It really isn't.
Well, why don't you start reading some of these tapes?
Carry on.
Both the skeptic and animal lover in you will find this cutting-edge program fascinating. Discover the history of animal communication. That doesn't seem like a full sentence. See compelling evidence of animal reincarnation. Does that mean
Compelling evidence?
Is that going to be like cat zombies? Cat ghosts?
The reincarnation means they come back as something else, not come back as a ghost. It means they come back as another
This is
cat.
why I need to watch the tape, because I'm not educated enough.
We're going to watch it and find out.
Practice using your own untapped mind power to form the psychic links necessary to converse with animals. Do you think it would be like blinking at the cats, like Galaxy Guy does?
Yeah, Jackson.
Can you speak to your... Oh, so here's some questions. Can you speak to your deceased pet? Do you have a deceased pet?
I have quite a number of deceased pets, but no, I've never spoken to them.
Stop bragging. You murdered them a long list. Do animals reincarnate?
No.
Can animals heal themselves? Wolverine?
Yeah,
Can Wolverine
well,
do that?
I don't know if they heal themselves, but like, there's that lizard that tail regrows, right?
Gecko or something.
Yeah. That's not really healing yourself, whereas rather just, like, he doesn't do anything for that. That's just his natural, you know, how we can grow our tongue. If we cut our tongue, it grows back, kind of thing. That's not us healing, it's just our body doing what it does.
Healing itself.
I guess the body's healing itself, but we're not doing anything.
It's not the
really.
mental power to
Yeah,
heal it.
it's not a person. Yeah.
I'll give you that. Can you find a lost pet through telepathy? Well, we haven't lost a pet because we don't own a pet, so...
Can you find a lost pet through telepathy?
Can you communicate with wild animals, trees, bushes, slugs? Even...
Slugs?
Whoa, before you question that, even rocks?
Rocks? I thought it was... it's a psychic connection, so it does leave it open to
No. Exploring the spiritual link between people and animals.
Oh.
Rock is not an animal. I don't care how many people have pet rocks.
Some people had a pet rock. How long is this video?
60 minutes.
Who produced it?
The entertainment group Palm Springs, California. This was 1999. They should have known better.
Pretty recent. It's a new one.
Okay, here we go.
So you looking forward to it?
I'm scared.
Let's watch the psychic connection.
Okay. I'll
You
go that way.
I'll go this way.
Stop petting me so hard.
My ears!
It hurts.
And she wanted to make sure that he was okay and just wanted to kind of test me in a way as well, I think. And when I tuned into him and started asking him questions, oh, he was just so delighted that she was wanting to know about him. What was
Is that the real 700-pound pig?
And he just, oh, know, he wanted to tell me anything and everything. And so I asked him, I said, well, tell me, how do you like it up there? And he said, well, it's kind of boring.
The producer of this program lost her pet of 16 years in a swimming pool accident. She knew she wanted to get another dog, one that had similar looks and personality of the dog she had loved so much, but had lost.
How are you? Fine. This is the baby you told me.
Her groomer knew of an available pet. Janice was taking care of an abandoned dog until she could find a new home for it. Like so many things in life, timing seemed to be just right.
We're R-ing it, huh?
When a new animal enters our lives, we are often curious about its background, especially when the animal comes to us as an adult.
He looks embarrassed to be on tape.
We want to know about its
Because it's this tape.
its experiences with humans.
Anything else
its
would have
likes
been
and
better.
dislikes.
A Sarah
So we can
McLachlan
better judge
PETA
how
video.
a new member
What he was
of
going to
the
be and look
family
who's
will
talking
fit
now.
An increasing number of people are turning to animal communicators. She has a special affinity for horses.
That's a girl. Thank you.
And of all the horses she has known, Portia, she says, is the wisest. According to Anita, she has written several books on animal communication with her.
Some problems. Portia.
Does the horse get, like, credit for the book as well? Like, if you read the book at the beginning, does it say, written by this lady and the horse, Portia?
Possibly. Do you think he's getting royalties as well, then, if he's being credited as the author?
Well, he's dead.
And she has told us what the problem is. There was someone who had chronic fatigue syndrome, and we asked Portia, what is making this woman sick? And Portia shot a picture into my mind, and I drew the picture. And then when we looked it up in the encyclopedia and saw the cell that caused it, it was the picture I had drawn.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello. We just watched The Psychic Connection on VHS.
You ready to describe what happened?
I am. So The Psychic Connection is a video documentary by, can't remember their names. It seemed to be a husband and wife couple. Something.
Was there?
Yeah, it was in the credits, their names. I can't remember their names, but
They produced it, you mean?
produced and photographed it and directed it or whatever. But it's about 5 to 7 middle-aged to elderly ladies who feel they can talk to animals or get messages from animals, like in picture form. So regarding their past, or whether they've got a little hurting leg, or yeah, whether they, I don't know, some of them were joking around. But basically the video starts with the ladies telling us how they talk to animals, or how we can start to talk to animals. Like a lesson on how you can do it, which basically was sit down in a quiet room and take a deep breath next to a cat, and the cat will talk. Something like that.
What I tell people is just sit quietly with yourself. Maybe start with just 5 minutes a day. Don't put a whole lot of pressure on yourself. And then sit with your animal. Once you've allowed yourself to be quiet with yourself, and I tell people to start with breathing. Take lots of deep breaths, because it's through your breath that you're going to relax your body and relax your mind. So
then it goes to basically stories, different stories of what they've done, animal patients that they've... So we had a 700-pound pig. What else did we have?
It was debatably not even 700 pounds.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if we actually saw the right pig or it was just a reenactment of a pig. It was a big pig. He was a big pig. What else did we have? We had a dog that had bad legs. We had a dog that chewed coffee cups, a lid of a coffee maker,
And
because
newspapers.
his family left him alone in the house. We had a horse who just basically wanted to tell the woman that he was pissed off because he had a urinary tract infection.
It was literally the 2-minute anecdote.
Which is a rubbish, yeah.
One that I just love was a young woman called, and the horse was just joking around, and just one of those guys that would kind of nudge you in the ribs if he could. And he said to me, "Tell her I'm pissed off." And I said to the caller, "He seems to be agitated." And in my head I heard, "No, tell her I'm pissed off."
Bad. We had a horse that wrote books. Or she told a lady to write a book. Porsche, her name was. And we had loads. There was so many.
It's too many to keep track of.
I don't remember any cats though. Was there any cats? Didn't seem to be any cats.
No cat stories. Or
no cat
it's mostly
stories.
dogs,
But they did talk about. They did mention cat. They could talk to cats.
But it's kind of misleading because on the cover it's like all about the cats.
Yeah, there's a cat head on a woman's head. But yeah, and then the end of the video was basically talking about stop animals from having so many babies, or if you're going to have that, look after your pet, don't send it to a shelter because the shelters are overrun. And
typical spay and neuter your pet kind of.
Yeah. However, a running theme for 2 or 3 of the psychic ladies, the cat ladies, was that they gained this power at a young age because they were kind of abused.
And not to make light of that, but no.
Although one woman was laughing when she mentioned it.
We all deal with it in different ways.
So yeah, they were kind of abused children, and therefore they turned to animals for
a coping method. Is my theory.
Coping. Yeah, they coped by talking to the animals. But one of the ladies just said that I was talking to animals and my mum never discouraged me. What was the most interesting story for you, animal story-wise?
Well, you know, it's cream of the crop there. It's hard to pick one that's superior to all the others. Is it bad that I don't really remember them? I just kind of already am starting to repress the memories.
Yeah, I think my favourite was the horse. I was looking forward to the horse, who writes books. Porsche, and
so you're a little bit biased.
I'm glad that she finally got a mention. Kind of sad that there was not much rock action.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. That's what I was looking forward to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to rocks.
The video does say, you know, we're gonna answer these questions. Can you speak with rocks and slugs and bushes?
Slugs were
and trees.
Bushes.
But we didn't see any of that. There was no mention of trees, bushes, slugs.
Shrubbery was basically just excluded.
Yeah, there was mention of a rock, but we didn't actually get to see any ladies talking to rock. We didn't actually get to see any ladies doing anything. There was no actual. It was all kind of reenactments of stuff they've done. Yeah. But it was never. Like if it was a Louis Theroux documentary, he'd be, come on, let's go and do it.
Yeah.
Let's go and record you. There was a lady who. There was videos of women putting their hands on animals and stuff like that, but they weren't. It was all like with voiceover. It was not like this is actually happening right now.
What about the one though? The lady who had the dog who died in the swimming pool accident, because she brought the new dog in and was kind of telling him what the history of the dog was. And like,
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. There was one then.
Coming to you, and she said, I've had about 2.5 situations. The first situation was she was primarily a caregiver to a woman who was bedridden. And
yeah, that's true. There was one.
And even that, though, in my mind, could have been set up, because there could have been some pre-work there to get that history.
I'm glad they actually said, because at the end of that, the voiceover was like, this could all be made up.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's no way to actually validate or substantiate.
Yeah. Kind of like when they put that thing at the beginning of like ghost shows where it says this is just for entertainment purposes, and then you have to watch it with that in the back of your head.
But is this actually true? Or just the wishful thinking of a sincere group of spiritual individuals who want it so much they believe it's possible? That is a question only you can answer for yourself.
So yeah, okay, there was one, but as you say, it wasn't.
And then I was annoyed because I thought that was going to be the reincarnation one, because that would have been the perfect opportunity. The dog just died, and then all of a sudden this other dog kind of.
Well, they do go into reincarnation later on.
But that would have been the perfect segue. I mean, if you're going to be bullshitting anyway, why not just...
Yeah, I guess.
Perfect segue.
So you don't believe it then?
I know, and that's kind of the barrier for me. The whole time I was watching, I'm like, this is crap. This is not real. This is just bull. And that's why I didn't enjoy it, and I was...
You have to go into it believing that these ladies can talk to animals. If you don't do that, you're going to... Like we did, we went into it just listening to crazy ladies, basically. Kind of it. Yeah, I don't know if they're still going. This video was 99, and the majority of the video was recorded before that because Portia the horse died in 98. So that segment was recorded way before.
True.
So it must have been recorded in 96, 97, and then edited together and then finally released in 99.
This takes a lot of pre-work to get all
Yeah,
that.
we'll have to go around all the psychics, you know, and get all their stories and stuff. There was some dolphins. There was some dolphins swimming around.
Which was also disappointing.
Yeah, it was kind of... I like speckled dolphins though. That was pretty fun. Don't really get to see speckled dolphins much. They always go for like the grey, silvery, bottlenose ones.
Have you seen a pink dolphin
Flawless. A pink dolphin.
before? They exist. They're like the albinos of dolphins.
Probably not, but I don't think I'd like them. So I like speckles because they look like they've got freckles. They look human. But yeah.
Which, according to that tape, they are pretty human. That's why they can talk underwater.
Oh yeah, some lady thinks that she went swimming with dolphins and the dolphins spoke to them in English via their sonar. Well, she said they were laughing.
Love you.
She said they were laughing, so maybe she just heard that and
She also said that they loved
assumed it
her.
was laughing. Oh yeah.
I love you. That's.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, question 1. Was it entertaining?
No, that was probably the most boring thing I've watched.
Really?
I was not in enjoyment of that at all.
I liked it. I found it entertaining. I think it was one of those things, when I was younger, I used to sit up at really late to go to school when I was playing video games, and then I'd turn the video games off and then we'd just watch TV, and there'd be random, like, just shows that would never get repeated at a normal time of day, and this is a perfect example of what one of them would be like. Just kind of, you know, you have to just forget and just
I am trying to forget.
Just accept it for what it is. But I found it quite entertaining. I did feel the stories went on a bit much. Like, there were so many stories.
It was either, they were too short or too kind of convoluted, and it just sort of missed the mark.
I just talking about the amount of them. There were so many of them. It was like it's never going to end.
Because they really had to substantiate the fact that that stuff happened.
It's 60 minutes long, yes, as well. So they have to fill that time up. But there was no proof to the stories, was my thing. There was no, like... They had reenactments of this 700-pound pig, and they talked about a reincarnated dog that found a ball, and then was just a video of a dog.
Which could be any dog that finds a ball.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then the dog ran in and said it was still there.
Yeah, and he would say that because it was all moldy and old and gross. Any dog could say that.
Why would he say it was still there?
Because maybe he's... I'm not going to argue it. It's not even worth my breath.
Okay.
So that's a 0 for me, you know.
I like it. I give it 1. Not 1 out of 10, just 1 point.
Okay.
1 point. Entertainment value, yes. I thought it was entertaining. It was a bit long, could have been a bit shorter, but if it was half an hour, it would have been perfect.
So that begs the question, number 2, would you watch it again?
Yeah, I would. Not anytime soon.
Who are you?
I wouldn't watch it anytime soon, but I would watch it again. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of just weird, isn't it? It's kind of like a video just stuck in its time. It's just these crazy old ladies talking to animals. It's just funny. Just crazy old ladies. What about you? You wouldn't watch it again?
No. I hope that never crosses my path again. You don't need to throw on the floor already. I haven't asked the 3rd question yet. So, I'm going to say the purpose in this one is speaking to animals. So do you think you came out on the other side of this tape knowing how to speak to animals?
I don't think it's knowing how to speak to animals. It says exploring the spiritual link between people and animals. It's not a teaching tool. It's not trying to tell you how to do it. They just happen to go into that.
I don't know. I feel like I was set up to learn how to speak to animals.
Well, you went into the video all wrong because it doesn't say anything about that. It says it probably says we'll show you how people do it, and they did show that. They showed what they believe how they do it. Sit in a room, take deep breaths next to a cat, and then you start talking.
So we need to go to our friend's house who have pets and test this theory.
I think it served its purpose. Whether you believe it or not is a different question. It's out. This video is there to document women who believe they can talk to their animals, and I think it showed that perfectly. Whether you believe it or not is irrelevant.
But I feel like just documenting it is not the purpose.
But that is the purpose, because they're exploring the spiritual link.
Exploring?
And these women believe they have a spiritual link.
But when you explore it, should you not be able to support the claim that it exists rather
Well, how
than
can you
just...
support it in a visual medium that you can't?
Well, you said before earlier, it's all like every story with like a little asterisk that like this may
yeah,
or
but
may not be true.
I would like more of them showing them doing it. But they showed one. They showed them. Well, again, whether you believe it or not, so it doesn't matter. Here's ladies, they believe they can talk to animals. This is a woman talking to a dog. And now we're going to tell you stories about that. What other cases we've had.
I'm not buying it.
So it's no from you.
It's a no. That's a no.
Didn't serve its purpose. So what did you want from it? You wanted to know how to talk to animals,
Pretty much. I wanted to be able to go over and go pet a little dog on the head and be like, oh yeah, you had bacon for breakfast. That's a good story.
Then I believe you need to watch the beginning of the tape again where they told you how to do it. Whether it works or not is irrelevant. They told you how they came about doing it. If you went to one of their seminars, they'll tell you the same thing. Deep breaths, practice, sitting in a room in silence and freeing your mind. You didn't pay attention to the beginning of the video.
Okay. The onus is on me then.
Yeah. So we're keeping this. We're keeping the psychic connection. Because it's just weird. It's weird. It's not like Mr. Henry, which was just kind of throwaway rubbish. This is kind of weird. I'd never even thought about people talking to animals. It's just
good reason.
It's just a weird little tape of weirdness. Finally, we get to keep one video out of the 3 we've done so far. This is the first one we've managed to keep. Psychic connection. Exploring the spiritual links between people and their animals.